Alright, hello and welcome everybody. My name as always is Conman, and today we are on the PTR. We're actually taking a break from the usual Heroes A to Z stuff. We're going to revisit Alarak because Alarak is on the PTR. This is the D.va patch on the PTR that got released just today. Alarak actually got reworked in a pretty sizable way. So we're not going to take a look at D.va yet. We're not going to take a look at Tyrande, who also got reworked. We're going to look at Alarak because he's my favorite hero in Heroes of the Storm right now. So I'm very curious how this plays out. So we'll see what they did with him. They remapped some talents. They gave him some new stuff. They redid his trait slightly. For starters, his Discord Strike, you'll notice it's got a wider range. They made toggle cooldowns here. They made Double Strike, which was his level 4 talent baseline. So now, straight off the bat, you can hit people more easily because it's just extra radius. So that's pretty nice. They also cut down the mana by, I think, 10 mana. They also redid Lightning Surge a little bit. They chopped 10 mana off that, which is pretty great because I used to take Power Conduit at level 1. So now it's got 10 less mana already. So they lowered the damage it does like straight away. So that, keep in mind, I'm level 20 here. That's doing 200. What they did was you're going to get all the extra bonus damage. You see, that did 408. So you get bonus damage by hitting a hero, making them your secondary target, essentially. I guess it works on mercs too. If I were to go like here, yep, that merc took more damage than the one behind it. So the secondary target, essentially, in between you and your actual primary target, are the ones that get all the bonus damage, which is what it was before, I think. They did decrease the amount of health return. It's no longer, I won't say decrease, they changed it. It's no longer a percentage of the damage you do. It's now just straight damage that scales up with your level. So this is 153 for each hero hit. That's gonna, you're gonna get bonuses with your sadism, and there we go. So I'm healing for 200 and some odd health right there. So your sadism, let's get to the trait. Your sadism still starts at 100%. And you see it's got a breakdown here now. So sadism gained from talents, sadism reduction from talents, and sadism gained from takedowns. So the interesting thing about sadism now is takedowns will increase your sadism by 3%, stacking up to 30%. So you get 10 kills, you could conceivably have an extra 30% sadism. That's a pretty sizable amount. Interestingly enough, this bonus is lost on death. So if you get killed, so much for that. Now you're back to square one. So you want to be careful. So so Alarak, it looks like he's gonna reward aggressive yet cautious playstyle. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy. You're still gonna want to get kills or be in the range to get kills to set up kills, but you don't want to get picked off yourself because that's gonna kind of neuter you a little bit. So let's take a peek at the talents and what they did with them. Level 1, we have Sustaining Power. Increases the healing received from damaging heroes with Lightning Surge by 25%. This was, I believe it was a level 16 talent before. So they reduced the damage that or reduced the healing that you get with it by a little bit. But they did drop it down to level 1, so you can take it straight off the bat. So that should be makes for some interesting sustain for those people who take it. We have Ruthless Momentum. Basic abilities recharge 20% faster, well above 80% health. So that's interesting. If you stay safe, your abilities will recycle more quickly. So it can be a lot of poke here. You've only got 6-second cooldown on Lightning Surge, so 20% faster on that. I mean, imagine what is it, a 3-4 second cooldown? 5 seconds now on that. Basically just more of all the things, but you have to stay healthy. I don't know. I'm not mathing well. It's late in the day. I'm no math. And then here's the interesting quest that you get at level 1. Extended Lightning. So straight off the bat, reduces your sadism by 10. So you'll be down 90 sadism straight off just by taking this. So you have to hit heroes with the center of Lightning Surge. And by the center of Lightning Surge, they don't mean, you see that? That doesn't do it. They have to make them the secondary target. I missed him that time actually. There we go. Gotta get myself into position. There's a ring. So what does that do? Let's take a look. So after 5 heroes, it increases the range.
Choose a talent.
After 15 heroes, the center also slows enemies by 50% for 2 seconds. So that's actually pretty solid. If you can stack this up, Any secondary targets hit by your lightning surge slows enemies by 50%. So that's crazy good. And then here's the interesting one. After the last one, after hitting 3 heroes with a single cast, increase sadism by 10% and instantly gain all other rewards. So just imagine this at level 1. If you guys are running out to middle and you're going to do that skirmish that everyone seems to like to do straight away at level 1, and you can hit 3 people all in one shot. And suddenly now your sadism is back up to 100%, and you've got extra range and slow. That's pretty crazy. I'm curious how hard that's going to be to actually get. Should be interesting in a team fight. Level 4, Chaos Reigns. Hit heroes with Discord Strike. Okay, so this is another one like we were looking at just before. After 15 heroes, increase the damage by 60. Okay, remember that's 60. That is then multiplied by your sadism. So after hitting 2 heroes with a single one, increase the damage by 60. Okay, and then after 3 heroes with a single one, increase it by another 60, and then instantly gain all other rewards. Now think about this. This is potentially 180 bonus Discord Strike. Now straight off, keep in mind, look, you're already doing at 90% sadism. I'm doing 759 damage to this dummy at level 21. Now imagine if there's 180 extra damage on that. I mean, you'd be well over 1,000, I think. You know.
Choose a talent.
Stack them up.
As I desire.
Yeah, that's 1,100 right there. So also, I don't know if you caught that. That was a pretty nifty sound for completing the quest. I like that. Now, 3 heroes. Now think about also what counts as a hero. Lost Vikings, you can hit all 3 of those. Misha is going to count as a hero if you know Misha is near Rexar. Nova's Decoy is going to count as a hero. All of the Samaro clones are all going to count as heroes. So if you get something like that, you know, Murky will count obviously, but that might make it easy to stack it up. If you get one of those heroes, you know, you might want to consider doing this to try to hit all 3 or at least 2 in one shot. The other alternative quest is, what I like about this, negatively charged. So increases the lightning surge damage bonus to enemies between Alarak and his victim, so secondary targets again, by 200%. So it increases that bonus, but here's a repeatable quest. This quest, each hero hit by the center of lightning surge permanently increases the damage bonus by 5%. So this will stack up indefinitely. I played one game just for shits and giggles already, and I think I got this, and we got rolled. We got like our butts handed to us. I think I got like 100 extra damage on that, and I was pumping out some pretty nifty damage just by staying back and just like pinging people with negatively charged. So interesting gameplay there. The last one, Show of Force. Heroes hit with 3 of Alarak's abilities within 2 seconds take an additional 160 damage. I don't know if that one is. So I mean, you've really just got to like combo them and then hit them with that. Yeah, you saw there's like a little bonus. You really just have to hit your full combo. Probably pull him closer and not further away. Yeah, I'm curious about that one. I mean, I guess it's interesting burst damage in a pinch. You're probably going to be better off with either Chaos Range or negatively charged. I think they're gonna just give you more consistent damage than Show of Force, is just my personal opinion. See how it goes. Depending on how well you can actually stack up negatively charged and all the things about heroes that I mentioned before, with the Samaro clones and the Misha and all that nonsense, that applies here too as well. So that could get stacked up pretty far as well. So it's interesting. I'll say the word. I don't know how it'll play out, but we'll see. Level 7, Dissonance. It creates Discord Strike silence by 0.75%, so just a longer silence. That's pretty straightforward. I know we had one before. I don't remember what talent tier it was on because I never took it. So I don't think I'm going to take it here either. Here's why. We've got Hindered Motion. Slows enemies by 2% after hitting them.
Choose a talent.
So here you go, and now we slow, and so that's, I guess it's easier to hit your combo and whatnot, so that's interesting. Here's another one. Applied Force. So you reduce your sadism by another 10%. But Telekinesis pushes 20% further and has 20% increased range. So these two, the range and the push, where I think were 2 separate talents before, so now it looks like they combined them and added in a telekinesis, or not added in a sadism minus.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
but you get
Choose a talent.
some pretty decent range with that. Might be worth a trade-off if that's how you wanted to play it out. It's definitely going to make it easier to hit that combo
So
because not only are you going to have the
goes
further
the
range,
ascension.
but you'll be getting pushed a little bit more a distance to you or further away, or maybe you can get out of the way a little bit more than you were before. So interesting trade-off there. I have a feeling hindered motion or applied force are going to be the go-tos. Maybe dissidents if they've got a lot of spellcasters. I'm not sure. You're probably going to end up with one of the other two, in my personal opinion. For whatever that's worth. Level 10, your ults are still the same. Deadly Charge, Counter Strike. I don't think that these have changed. I didn't actually look at the PTR patch notes offhand to check the numbers. I think these are pretty much the same as they were before. So you've got that, and then if I got hit, it would have shot out and done some stuff. So here we go. We got 13's what I think is the most interesting tier that Alarak gets here. Starts off with Blade of the Highlord. Basic attacks against heroes increase the sadism by 6% for 4 seconds. So,
Choose a
I
talent.
mean, it's kind of like what it says. So you see that sadism goes up. I think there is a stacking limit. Yeah, so there you go. Attacking will refresh.
Oh,
Certainly,
Choose a talent. Choose a
certainly an
talent.
interesting talent.
Choose a talent.
I don't know how often you're going to be in people's face and hitting them with basic attacks, so I'm not sure how much value you'll get out of this. But if you are that type of player, or if you have that opportunity, this could be potentially very strong. Level 13, Pure Malice, which is what we had before at level 13. I think it looks like they changed the icon up and made it green. Increase sadism by 6% anytime an allied hero dies, up to 30. Previously, this was 8% and 40. So, they did drop it down a little bit, but considering you can stack up your sadism with takedowns, I think that's a fair trade. So this one otherwise works pretty much exactly the same way it did before. Here's the interesting one. Rite of Rakshir.
Choose a talent.
So that's an activated ability. We can go 300-second cooldown. I'm going to actually toggle the cooldowns off for a second. 300-second cooldown. You cast this on somebody. Hitting them with Discord Strike increases sadism by 3%. Killing them increases sadism by 6% and lowers the cooldown to 10 seconds. So let's go play. Whoops. Let's go play with Arthas here. Drop this on him. You see he's got a mark over his head now. So if I hit him, up goes the sadism. Hit him again, up goes the sadism. We'll just play this out until we kill him.
Well done.
There we go. So I got a bonus for the takedown right there. Then I got a bonus for, so you could potentially hit somebody with Discord Strike, get a 3% bonus for the Discord Strike, get a 6% bonus for the kill, and then a 3% bonus for your takedown on your trait. So that could be 12%. And this works on, I imagine this would work on a Murky, this will work on the Vikings. I was able to cast it on Misha. I didn't actually get to kill Misha in the last game to find out if that counts. I was able to confirm that killing D.va's mech doesn't count. You do have to kill D.va outright, so something to keep in mind.
The choice.
But this
clear.
has the potential. If you can keep Alarak can stay safe and get some kills and hit some people, this has the potential, and this stacks up pretty much indefinitely as long as you don't die. So again, if you die, you'll lose your bonus, but as long as you don't get killed, you could do some crazy high damage by getting this stacked up. Level 16, Lethal Onslaught. Hitting an enemy hero with Discord Strike grants 50% of sadism to basic attacks. So here's an interesting one. I like
Choose
this.
a talent.
So you hit somebody. Now you'll notice I'm doing bonus damage. I'm doing like basically crits. This refreshes with basic attacks. So it's gonna walk away for a moment, not do anything. Still good until this goes away. That's got the potential to be very
Choose a
strong.
talent.
I think this counts against any. I think this counts against any. Try this again. Against any enemy that you hit, not just the enemy that you hit Discord Strike with. So this could be potentially very, very strong. You hit somebody, you pull them in, you hit somebody with Discord Strike, and then you smack them once or twice with your basic attacks, and that's, imagine a 700 Discord Strike followed up by, one or two of these, and suddenly, like, the enemy is in a world of pain. So that potentially could be a huge power strike, power spike. That's what happens when it's 6:30 and I've worked all day and I'm tired. Lightning Barrage. Hitting an enemy hero with the center of Lightning Surge allows it to be cast again for free on a different primary target within 2 seconds. So, you know, this is kind of like straightforward. If I stand here, I hit the enemy here, and get a secondary target, I can then recast it on the hero for free within 2 seconds. Could be some burst damage, some interesting pew pew ability. Require a little bit of mechanical mechanical play in order to get that done. You've got to be quick on your fingers. You only have 2 seconds to pull it off, and you can't recast it on the same guy. So you might lose that if people walk out of range or anything like that. Interesting ability. And finally at 16, Mocking Strikes. Basic attacks against stun, silence, slowed, basically CC'd heroes. Reduces the cooldown of your basic attacks by 2.5 seconds. So, I mean, silenced, you're obviously going to be silencing people straight away just on that. So that could be big. You know, any CC in your team is going to trigger this. Again, this depending on your team composition and how well your enemy team, the enemy team is getting CC'd, this could be potentially a big power spike as well. So you'll be able to cast more abilities much more quickly, hit your Discord Strike more, hit your Telekinesis more, hit your... I noticed they don't have an ability to lower the cooldown on Telekinesis, which they did before, and I don't see that any longer, so it looks like that was removed. So this might be an interesting way to get that back in the meantime. But again, it does require basic attacks, so Discord Strike won't do it. You do have to hit them in the face with your fists, which means you're going to be, in risk of putting yourself in danger. Level 20 is largely the same. There is one change. Hasty Bargain will lower your sadism by 4% for everything now. There were some things that you could, I think Pure Malice stacks previously could not be lost using Hasty Bargain, and now they can. So that, again, it seems kind of like a fair trade-off. I'm okay with that. And the last one, they did change Last Laugh. Activate, teleport to a chosen location. Yeah, it's an okay range. I mean, it's not a huge range. Notice he's got a cooldown here. If I let that run away, whoops, and now I'm at no health. So, in order to counteract that, let's toggle cooldowns again.
Oh, they shall suffer.
There we go. And that, I don't even think I did it there.
My decrees are absolute.
So, I need to hit enemy heroes 3 times with basic attacks within 3 seconds.
My blade
2,
seeks
3,
blood.
4, 5. So that might be bugged. Okay, so the whole thing behind this is activate to the chosen location and remove all roots, all slows, all your CC effects. If Alarak fails to hit an enemy hero 3 times with basic abilities. 3. Okay, so I see what I was doing. I was using basic attacks. So I've got a port. Oops, I'm gonna move my cooldown and come back. Got a port. Alright, that does it. Oh, that looks awful. Okay. I guess that's better than it was before. So to recap, in my ineptitude, you get to teleport, and then you have to hit heroes with 3 times with basic abilities within 3 seconds. Now, I don't know if hitting multiple heroes with the same Discord Strike counts. Otherwise, you have to hit, 1 hero 3 times. Maybe if you hit all 3 with the same one, that'll be fine. If you hit heroes with 3 abilities within those 3 seconds, then you're fine. Your health stays the same. Your health stays exactly where it was. Otherwise, like there, I'm gonna miss. Nope, I kept it up because I had cooldowns off. Otherwise, if you miss, let's say you screw up and you don't get it in time, and that's only 2, then you get reduced to 1 health, and then you're probably dead. So, okay, so definitely better than it was before. It does rely on you to be able to port. And the interesting thing about it is if you're using this, you're probably porting out of danger if you're CC'd, so you still have to be able to hit 3 heroes. So its use will be probably about what it was before. I don't know. You still might be better off taking the second ult. I can see that being used as an engage. Actually, now that I think about it, somebody who wants to be very, very aggressive will get to jump in and use a whole bunch of abilities and hope you don't get CC'd out of that. That should be...
Finally.
That could be a thing. So excuse me. Overall, I'm tentatively optimistic about Alarak and the rework. It's definitely going to reward aggressive play, but safe aggressive play. You don't want to go ham, but you want to be around and just pick up your stacks on things and get some kills, and then you have the potential to do a lot of damage if you can land your abilities. So here we go. I'm stacked up against some Vikings. That's gonna make me happy. Hopefully I can get some stacks on some things there. We do have a D.va on each. Excuse me. We do have a D.va on each side. So we get to check her out. And we do have a Tyrande on each side, and Tyrande also was reworked. So we'll see how well she goes. Otherwise, we also have an Alarak on each side. And then following it off, we've got a Genji and a Tracer against a Sylvanas and the Vikings. So the other enemy team is going to have a bunch more push. We'll have to watch out for that. I think we'll have more damage. Genji can get some resets on the Vikings. Tracer will give them a hard time. So at least in terms of a quick match, you know, it's kind of evenly matched. This might be one where, you know, might be in our favor. Hopefully I can use the Vikings to build up some stacks on some things. I'm going to take extended lightning here and get some stacks up. We'll see how this plays out.
Yes.
So again, extended lightning. Hit heroes with the center of lightning surge. You can hit 5 heroes to increase the range, 15 heroes to add a slow. And again, all of this stuff only applies to the secondary target. So it's not as it's less easy than just hitting someone. I do love the gas slow announcer. All right, so let's stay safe. So already we've got a couple straight off the bat. There's a stack. I'll say hello to you.
Oh, predictable yet effective.
Gonna get stunned.
Oh, they shall suffer. The choice is clear.
Who's gonna get that? Who's gonna get that? No one. Oh, no bueno, no bueno. Gotta be a little more careful with that.
The choice is clear.
So D.va did play around with her a little bit on try mode. Her mech gives her a lot of mobility, some decent damage. She can get in your face pretty quickly. You gotta watch out for that. She's very, very fragile when she's out of the mech. Like very fragile when she's out of the mech, but she can do a surprising amount of damage. Very, very quickly. So let's see. We've got Tracer up on the top, doing a good job over there. D.va's on the bottom playing with the Vikings. Missed that surge. That's not so great. So I think in terms of XP, we're okay. I've only gotten 2 stacks so far, which isn't so good. Can't seem to get everyone to line up.
Pull back for now. Only to
Tracer just
strike
killed
again.
Sylvanas, so that's fantastic. I'm just missing everything by just inches. Silly.
Oh, this shall be
There we go.
instrument of my wrath.
Alright. That was a decent amount of health returned from hitting 2 people there. I like that. That could be good.
Vengeance is mine.
Nice, nice. That's where that extra baseline double strike comes in handy.
Oh, predictable yet effective.
We're at 230. We should have a tribute up pretty soon.
Vengeance is mine.
Missed all of those things.
Hero,
There we
better
go.
have the tribute and earn my
Tribute
fate.
is up top.
So goes the chain of dissension. Chrysol Thak Aran.
I'm actually going to tap the well and head on out. So D.va is there. Tyrande is there.
My decrees
There we
are
go.
absolute.
I got a stack of that. I missed that.
Oh, they shall suffer.
There we go. I really need to be better at hitting things right now. I'm just playing Alarak very, very poorly. Come on, you got it, you got it. There we go, there's a kill. So, see that? I got a couple of kills.
You fight with such passion.
As I desire.
Got a couple of kills. Got my sadism back up to 99%. I did take the first talent that lowers it 10%. So then I'm kind of back almost at baseline of where I started. How did that? I pulled her through me.
You've served your Highlord well enough. The choice is clear.
Pick a talent.
Fine. Chrysol Thak Aran. I've known much better healers.
Gather tribute or face my
So in terms of
curse.
damage, I'm doing
The
okay.
choice is simple.
I mean, I'm up on the lead with the team, but I don't feel like on a personal level that I'm playing particularly well at the moment. Missing a bunch of Discord strikes. I could have gotten that stacked up a bunch more. So that's not so great, but you can imagine if I did. Imagine if I was actually mounted.
My decrees are absolute.
Come around this way. I don't want to get some stacks on the lightning. Get a stack there. Go away.
Shall usurp me.
There we go. So there's a dead Alarak on the other team.
Impressive.
Only because I will.
Oh, 2 for 1 sale. That's 3.
All right. So thankfully my team is getting a lot of kills, and that's increasing my sadism. So now I'm at 108, and I've not really done anything.
Killing spree.
Let's see if we can get one here against.
Await.
There we go. 111%. I like it.
Sensational!
So I haven't really had a whole lot of mana problems so far, which I've liked, since they did reduce the mana cost on both the Discord Strike. I'll go with Counter Strike. Still seems to be the safe bet.
My blade seeks blood.
Reduce the mana cost on Discord Strike and Lightning Surge. I've really not had a whole lot of problems. I've tapped the will twice, but they were more just because things than things that I really needed to do. I really need to hit things. That would.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
There we go. There's a hit. And now he's in a lot of trouble. So, speaking of well, I'm going to hit it again. Tracer's going to make it there before me. So there's a Viking up there, but not much else. I'm going to get hit. I don't want to stay too close to this. Whoop.
Ejecting!
Chrysol.
Wow, don't hold any punches or anything. 2 for 1 save. Oh, that's 3.
More of that! You've got some skill!
Vengeance.
4. 5 in a row! Inconceivable!
There we
Thank
go.
goodness. Oh, classic.
Retreat is not weakness, it is strategy.
A worthy strike.
Alright, so now we got 120% sadism.
Heroes.
That's all from
Let
takedowns.
your enemies
That's
know
pretty great.
my wrath.
Especially considering that I took the level 1 talent, which reduces my sadism by 10%. I haven't even finished stacking it up yet because that's terrible.
Oh, there goes the board.
A well-earned victory.
Pick a talent.
Choice is clear.
We're gonna go right of Rakshir. I don't want to put it on you. I don't think I'm gonna get you killed. I would love to drop that on a Viking. Let's go and find a Viking to put this on. Hello, Viking. Can you be my friend?
Explosion. I give it an 8.
Chrysol Thak Aran.
There
There we go. Look at that. I like this already. See that?
Oh, 2 for 1 sale. Oh, that's 3.
Let's see what we can do.
Let the curse end. Until
I'm gonna blow this up.
my favorite answer, that is.
Oh, I'm gonna go find another Viking. I see some Vikings down on the bottom. Hopefully they live long enough for me to get there.
As I desire.
Oh, he just lost the fort.
Have a stack.
Oh, that's 3.
Only got 1 on that. That's fine. But that's 135% sadism.
Oh,
So that's pretty great.
yet effective.
Hero of the storm.
I can't wait till I get to do something good.
Oh, the weak always fall.
I don't really want to tank this. Oh. Need a tank. Go tank it, tank.
Desire.
Oh, so that means they're right there. Alarak is in the middle. He is probably going to be dead soon. Well, I'll put that on him.
Don't forget to check the pockets.
Just like that.
What?
That is
I agree with this
41%.
decision.
141%, I should say. So we've got everybody on the bottom. I would love to go down there, but I'll
Let us capture this mercenary.
hang
camp.
out with the other boss because that seems to be what our team is gonna do. And I'm okay with this. This is fine.
Oh, predictable yet effective.
Can I put the red Iraq shear on the boss? That'd be nice. Alright, so now they know we're here. They can't really do anything about it. They're way too far out. Yep. There's a boss.
Pick a talent.
I'm gonna try Lethal Onslaught. I'm gonna try
Shall we
Lethal
see
Onslaught.
who gathers enough tribute this time?
This seems like a team that I could do it to.
Oblivion.
Here, have that.
Oh, yup. They're there.
That's just silly. That's just silly.
More of that. Nerf this.
Oh, that was close. That was very close. Let's go away. So what happened there was the enemy D.va mech tried to self-destruct. I was trying to tag my Counter-Strike. Finally got Counter-Strike off. I actually was stopped from Counter-Strike by Sylvanas' Wailing Arrow, which is a pretty good combo from them, I might add. I got it off just in time, but I mistimed it and I blew up anyway. Actually, I say just in time, but I shot it too early. Let's go help Sylvanas with this, or Turandon with this. Whatever her name is, she has arrows, and she's elf-looking.
The choice is clear.
Alright, so we have level 16.
Well done, my ally.
We have a 2-level lead, we have a talent lead. We're in pretty good shape. We have another tribute already. We are just
The choice
groovy at the moment.
is clear.
Hopefully we keep it groovy. Here we go, Alarak and a couple of Vikings. Just one Viking. I'm gonna hang out here. Seems like a cool place. Maybe they'll come over this way. There's a couple. There's all of the Vikings.
As I
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
5 in a row! Inconceivable!
That's just silly.
because I will live.
Like that's just silly. I don't even know how else to describe it, but that's just silly.
Vengeance is mine.
We're gonna get that tribute. Alarak goes down anyway. Good job, Genji. So I feel bad for the enemy team in this game. This could be game right here. Actually,
Awaits.
after 14 minutes, 13 minutes, we can certainly take down this fort.
That sucks. Ooh, that's a lot of property there.
There's the keep. All right, enemy team is back up. Let's back off a little bit. Here, have one of these. Oh, I missed you. That's unfortunate.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Two for one sale.
Terribly unsatisfying.
Now I'll show them.
And for...
An excellent kill.
None shall usurp me. As I desire.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Getting greedy.
My favor is yours, heroes. Your enemies shall fall.
Definitely getting greedy.
My decrees are absolute.
Nerf this.
I've known much better healers. Oh, they shall suffer.
All right. You notice I got a couple of shots of my lightning surge. I don't know if I got a heal or not. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, they're still squirming.
I
Gross.
go deadly charge.
None shall usurp me.
Failing out.
Oh! Clarity.
Oh, that was close.
Show them. Sensational. I need a breather.
Oh, there goes the board. So neat. Two for one sale.
Most likely this is game. I said that at 5 seconds ago, but
Oh,
Enough! The curse is over. I hope you made the most of
Hey, good luck.
that was great. I got both Vikings.
Well fought.
Yeah, that's gonna be game. That's gonna be game. Oh, once again, gotta be careful.
I'm back in the
so
fight.
goes the chain of ascension.
Nope.
The weak always fall.
Well fought.
As I desire.
Now I'll show them. AoE.
There she goes. 190. Oh, they moved out of the way at the last minute.
That's three, boy.
That's just. This is just silly at this point.
No one who can pose a challenge. So goes the chain of ascension.
199.
By the right of Rakshir, I am Highlord. Vengeance is mine. Fine.
Did we not kill her? There we go. And that's gonna be game.
Gather tribute.
Okay, so that was kind of a raffle stomp. 199 stacks on that.
Victory.
MVP.
D.va got the MVP. Best damage in game, best siege, best XP, so that's pretty sweet. Let's vote for her.
Epic.
I like that. And we'll take a look at the stats just to see what's going on. So I got 199 stacks on that sadism. So that's, you saw I was doing crazy damage at the very end. Hooray for PTR chests. Woohoo. All kinds of cool stuff. So stats. So I only got 4 kills. I did get 25 total assists, which is nice. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage, and most of it is just from the sadism stacks. The other Alarak did not get any kill. Wow, he just was not great. I'm sorry. He clearly didn't get to build his stacks up, so that's unfortunate. It could just be somebody who doesn't know how to play Alarak. He wasn't a well-played hero before the rework. So you can see I definitely was rewarded for being aggressive, getting some kills. I think going up against the Vikings was probably a good was probably the best possible scenario. Is either that or maybe Murky, where I can just chain off stacks of Red Racks here. But you can see that was without even completing. I think it took me forever to complete my my lightning quest at level 1. I didn't take the other telekinesis talent. I took the one that slows because I wanted to keep my sadism back up. I could have potentially been at like 200 sadism, you know, up and over. And then I think I did take the one talent at, let's see, was it 16? What was the name of it here? I forget off the top of my head. Lethal Onslaught. Took Lethal Onslaught. I think I only saw it in action once, and I was hitting with the sadism stacks that I had for like 600 damage. And that's pretty crazy. So yeah, so Alarak, potential to do a lot of crazy damage very quickly. It does reward play where you stay alive. So you know, I can imagine him being a fairly high priority target on in games, especially if he's been able to build things up. It doesn't show how I did on the stacks, unfortunately. That is too bad. Yeah, I know I definitely didn't complete the last stack here, and I didn't complete the last quest here. But still, yeah, so that's Alarak. That's the rework. Hope you had some fun with that. You got to see a little bit of D.va as well. See what Alarak is capable of, both on the plus and the minus sides. When Alarak is on fire, he can do really well, and then when he gets killed a lot, his damage is going to suffer a bit. The enemy Alarak had a pretty similar idea. Pure Malice was a good call with having the Vikings on your team. Dissonance seemed to might have been worked out, so he had a similar idea as I did. So there, I guess I think Alarak's going to have a little bit more talent diversity than he did before. Anyway, hope this was interesting as always. We're going to get back into Heroes A to Z shortly. I think we're up to Brightwing. We'll check that out soon. Maybe we'll dive into D.va if I pick her up on the PTR. Maybe we'll give her for a test run. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks very much, and have yourself a good one.